This week I want to talk about expectations. Earlier this summer I was in eastern Washington and I spent an entire day mountain biking with my son. It was an amazing day. We ended up the day exhausted, out of breath, gritty, sweaty, and completely fulfilled. The terrain is what made it amazing. It was so varied and required so much of us, but it made it that fulfilling. But I might suggest that life's a little bit more like a mountain bike trail. We may have rocky terrain, sandy terrain, steep terrain, and flat, wide open terrain. And all of these terrains require a different response from us. When you're on a rocky terrain, it's important that you ride slowly, pick your path carefully, because otherwise you could wedge your tire or go off the trail altogether. If you're in sandy terrain, very often it's important to power through to try and get the traction and momentum to get you through the sandy area and back to solid ground. When you're in steep terrain, it's super important that you gear down and take your time so that you can make it all the way up the hill, knowing that there'll be something on the backside. And on the wide open duff, this is a time to take a deep breath, stretch your muscles, get a drink, and enjoy the view. It's the varied terrain that makes the trip worthwhile, and it is absolutely the way life and business goes. It's just very often we don't recognize the terrain we're on. If you were going to just stop now and take a look at the circumstances around you inside your business or your life, what do you notice the terrain is? And is your riding appropriate for the terrain? And if it isn't, how would you change it? This has been Charlie King. Look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.